It didn't unmute me. Oh, that needs to activate. Okay.
So close.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, cool. Great. We're back. Yeah, walk the dog challenge.
Complete.
Very exciting. Oh, hey, look, Brian suggested a game.
What a piece of game for you. That.
What?
Raise it in my shirt.
Uh-oh. Hey, question. What's up, Brian? You said you have to play the first game first. Well, like, if somebody suggests, like, you know, y'all suggest all the Halo games, I'm not going to put every game on the list. I'm going to put Halo 1 on the list, and then when Halo 1 comes off the list, that's when I'll put Halo 2 on the list. That's what I was saying. What are you doing? Oh, okay. I beat him so easy clap. Easy clap, as the kids say. I forgot about easy clap. Am I even a gamer? No, Lemon, you're a streamer now. You're a content creator, and by definition, bad at games. Grinding. Fun. I think I'm almost level 8 Dragoon. This might be the last one. Because that's all I'm working on right now, is level 8 Dragoon. But yeah, what were you asking about, Brian? What's... Assassin's Creed, more specifically into the ends, Ezio Trilogy or Odyssey or Origins. I just don't understand your selection process. It's fine. What don't you understand? This is why questions exist. I don't feel like I haven't ever answered a question, so. It's some casters. I feel like Pokemon. Nathan and I are rewatching Game of Thrones. Actually, plays Roose Bolton plays an important character in SHB, and every time I'm, you know. I think I can play. I think I have almost all of the Assassin's Creed games on Uplay. Quite a few actors that overlap as far as I know in Game of Thrones in 14. I wonder. Well, so from my experience, wow, there's a wild Typhlosion out there. That's incredible. In by my experience, what I mean by that is like by my observation, what that usually means is like one person that worked on, like one person did something on 14 and then went and worked on Game of Thrones and then got other people involved. They were like, oh, you're looking for talent. Oh, there's what, you know, I'll ask this person and this person and this person. You know? Got an AC Valhalla, you have Rogue 3 Remastered, Odyssey on top of it. You're loving Valhalla. So, I think Assassin's Creed is one of the absolute hardest games one of the absolute hardest series to get into from a forward-back perspective. And by that I mean, like, I think it's really hard to play Valhalla and go, man, I really like Valhalla. I should see what these other games are. Because they're so different. You know, a lot of them are so different. So, like, I think it's very difficult to like play Valhalla and then say, oh, I'm gonna go play 3, and like 3 is so incredibly different than Valhalla, and Odyssey is so incredibly different than 3, and Rogue is very different as well. So, like, till they added extra sexual violence, kind of turned me off the series. The show, I should say, I never read the books. I feel like the books didn't have as much sexual violence. I mean, the books had some. I'll definitely be, you know, definitely sure about. But I feel like they definitely added more in the show, which is awkward. I guess they're just bad. You know, the funny thing about like Game of Thrones being finished is you can look back at the Game of Thrones show and say objectively that the showrunners were bad writers. Like, you can say that objectively you can do, you're like, you're just bad. You just were bad at this. You just did a bad job. I feel like the first 2 seasons had more. It got less sexy as it went on. Well, so there was like some, like, very specifically, like in the book, specifically mentioned they added more that changes some scenes explicitly. Not sexy, not, yeah. Like, I feel like once they started getting out of the realm of stuff, Floating Hates Dancer, it's pretty funny. It makes me laugh. But I feel like once they got out of what George had already written, they were like, well, what do we do? And they were like, I don't know, rape scenes, I guess. That's character development. What do you do in this scene? I cut that guy's head off. Haha. That's character development. And then that was just like the last 2 seasons. Lemon was saying that there's somebody in Shadowbringers that is in Game of Thrones, and she and her husband have the actor. You know, video games have voice actors. And she and her husband have been rewatching Game of Thrones. So it turned off a lot of people who I know were big fans of the books from the show when it came out. Yeah, I mean, I think people were prepared for a certain amount of it just based on having read the books, but like you said, they added explicitly more. I think what really makes me laugh, there was a scene between Cersei and Jaime in the throne room that people were, yeah, that's one of the things they explicitly changed. That's one of the things they explicitly changed from the book to the show, because I remember reading the book, and that scene plays out very differently in the book. And in that scene, it's just Cersei and Jaime banging on the coffin of her son, which is terrible. But both of them are, it's a consenting act between the two of them, and you know, it tells a very specific thing in the plot of both of those characters. And like, you're not supposed to be excited about that happening. You're not supposed to be like, this is a good thing that's happening, but everyone involved is consenting, and it is part of their character development. And in the show, they changed it so that one of those people is not consenting anymore. And it tells a very different story about their character development. And yeah, that's bad. I don't feel like I have to, I don't feel like I need to say out loud that it's bad, but also I'll say out loud that it's bad. Can't hurt. It goes far worse. Afterwards, they go back to everything being fine. That's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing, is it just happens, the scene, because I wasn't watching it at that point, but I was keeping up with like people's writings and reviews and stuff, and it was like, the scene's a lot worse, but then also they just ignore it because like I said, because those guys are bad writers. Like, and by the time it got to the end of Game of Thrones, I don't know if anybody realized, while Game of Thrones was happening, those dudes were hot shit. They were supposed to work on a Star Wars series. They had something else that they were working on, and when Game of Thrones was over, like, that all dried up. That all dried up real quick because people went, oh, you're not actually good. You're not actually good at this. Okay. Okay. They have a dysfunctional relationship, but they didn't have to do that to show it. That was I don't remember 100% how it lines up in the books. Do you know what I mean? Because those books are so long, and I read them a good while ago. I don't remember, if I remember correctly, part of the point of that scene was, it had to, I think in the show they wanted to make Jaime much more of a heroic character. And I think in the book, George was fine with him being a shitheel. I don't remember 100%. That part was written from Cersei's perspective, so you know she's consenting. Yes, I do remember that. Was that chapter very specifically was a Cersei chapter. That was very specifically her chapter. And so you had insight as to what was happening, and so everything was fine. Everything was fine as to what was happening. Yeah, and in the show, they made it bad. They made it was bad. And then that's what I'm saying. That was when public opinion started to shift, and people were like, I don't know about this one. And I appreciate one of the major things I appreciate is in 2021 we still talk about Lost. I appreciate that in 2021 we still talk about Lost. Lost still has a place in the zeitgeist. We still mention it, you know. And then are you running your dancer as a debuff bard? I mean, all she has is debuffs. Do you know what I mean? You and I still talk about Lost. I mean, you can still talk about Lost like as a cultural phenomenon, but no one talks about Game of Thrones. No one talks about like how, and you look, I mean, if you go back and you look at the merchandising for Game of Thrones. I think that was the other thing, was Game of Thrones was incredibly merchandised. There were everything for Game of Thrones. They made everything they could for Game of Thrones because it's so easy to slap on something. There were, you know, their dances do HP and MP damage. Yes. Yeah, that's not as exciting to me as doing a bunch of random statuses or taking down their speed or, you know. MP damage is the one that's most exciting, I guess. that yeah. Oh, he's almost there. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're so close. I get what you mean though. It dropped off. I mean, I don't know what Bard does, so I haven't used Bard. Yeah, like as soon as Game of Thrones was over, like it was like, oh, we're done. You know, it's literally like they rolled up the carpet. The conversation around Daenerys and what happened with her. Oh my god. It is really funny. And like, I don't wish any of the people who starred in the show ill. Like I you know, even in my inexperienced opinion as to what went wrong with that show, it is 100% the showrunners and main writers. Always saw her as a villain. The show showed her perspective, so it painted her crimes in a positive light. I'm very curious if George ever actually comes out with another book. Like, I think at this point, like, it's not gonna happen. But I do feel like the book takes a much more like honest approach where here, let's try the HP damage, because I haven't tried the HP damage. Let's see how the HP damage goes, because the MP damage wasn't it was cool, but it wasn't exciting. But we'll see. Tactics, dances do negative status, bards do positive statuses. Oh, okay. I see. Let's see how this HP damage goes. 10 damage isn't a lot, but with how often it triggers... how often that triggers, that could be... Like, look, it literally happened again. Every step up she made in power was over the bodies of people who stood in her way, and people were like, oh my god, she went mad. Right, well, and that was the whole thing with the Targaryens, was that, like, and I don't remember, I feel like there was, like, subtext with the Targaryens. But it was that at a certain point, like, every Targaryen went like, blood mad. Which, like, I feel like George was trying to insinuate something, but I couldn't, you know, I didn't get there. But yeah. Everyone was like, is she gonna be or not? It's like, yeah, she is. All of them got the hangry. Every Targaryen just needs a Snickers. But she literally was the whole time. Yeah. Well, every Daenerys chapter was her like, I want to do this thing, and someone being like, well, if you want to do this thing, you probably got to kill those people. It would be easiest if you killed those people. And she was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the way that doesn't kill them. And then she would struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle to do the thing that isn't killing those people. And then something would happen, right? She would have like one final struggle, and somebody would appear and say, you know, it would just be easier if you just killed those people. And she was like, fine. And she killed those people, and every time she'd go, That was easy. And then it just got easier and easier to get her to the kill those people solution. And then I guess in the show, when she finally, because in the books, I think it ends, I think where they left off in the book is she finally gets to, is when she finally arrives on the shores, and then it's like, oh, she's probably just gonna kill everybody like the second she gets there. So hell yeah, I got that win. Yeah, like I completely, like, if George does finish the book, I'm probably going to wait to see how the end is. Because I'm very curious. Like, I'm curious what ending he does at this point. Do you know what I mean? I'm curious where he takes it. There was only, like, also a handful of people doing it, Brian, which always makes them harder. Because I'm curious if, like, he's not going to make that book now because he you know, there's no market for it now. Like, who cares? So I'm curious. Lugo, thank you for the stretch break. The show ruined it. Yeah, like I'm wondering if the show just poisoned that well so bad that, like, you know, he's working on the book and the publishing house is just like, no, like, no one cares at this point. Like, there's probably a handful of people that will read it if it came out, you know, because they want to read the end of the series. You know, there will be people who devoured the books before the series even started that will be like, no, like, I want to see the true ending, and I respect that. But for me, I would definitely wait until that book came out and, like, a couple people read it. You know, I would need to be like, yeah, it's not the show's ending, it's a whole thing. Like, okay, cool, I'll try it. You buy a new book if you ever released it. Yeah, I just don't know if they would even do it now. Do you know? Like, I wonder, like, from a marketing perspective, if they're just like, there's a story of two villains against each other. I think the show made a mistake and showed one in a positive light and one in a negative light. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, and I feel like this is like a Western thing, specifically. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like this happens sometimes in anime, and, like, anime is okay with it. To where it's like, they don't care about the main character being bad. You know? And I think it would have been a very interesting series, like Lemon says, if it was just like Cersei and Daenerys and both of them suck. And at the same time, you have reasons, like, you know, you have, like, all of the series, you have reasons that you want one side or the other to succeed. And it's not necessarily because they're good people, but it's like, okay, if Cersei succeeds, then, like, Westeros stays stable to a certain extent. All of these other people that you've spent time with in the books, they won't die. So that's probably chill. And, you know, it's like, okay, cool. Westeros will stay mainly the same. That's, you know, there's a positive outcome there. And then, you know, you want Daenerys to succeed because, like, her family's been screwed over multiple times, specifically by the current ruling class, which Cersei is a member of. She'll be able to defeat the White Walkers, so, you know, Westeros as a continent will be better off. Like, the world of Westeros will be better off. They both sucks. Yeah, right. They're both shitty. But, like, yeah, I'd be really curious if it ever, like, came out. You know. Barely squeak that out with a living time mage. Sometimes they, and that's why, honestly, I think I'm more interested in statuses than HP damage, because statuses just completely shut them down, whereas 10 damage is like, all right, whatever. And there's me who was rooting for Stannis. Stannis was okay. Stannis was all right. Stannis was one of the few people that I was like, okay. I don't expect to see the end of that series. Yeah, I do not think it's gonna happen. I do not think it's gonna happen. Just from a marketing point, like, you think about how quickly everyone stopped caring, and then you're like, okay, how do we market this book? Like, you know, the biggest mistake, I think the biggest mistake George did was let them just go off with the series. One of the things they got about Game of Thrones was they weren't afraid to show complicated villains with different motives you might actually relate to. Right, you're like, they're villainous. The things that they're doing are villainous. And yet I understand the struggles that brought them to this point. Which, you know, I'd argue you saw the end of it. Martin didn't write it. Someone else did the work. Right. And I think that's the problem. That's kind of, he let someone else finish his work, and it's like, well, I guess I'm done now. I guess I'm done. You know, I think he should have had a bigger hand in writing it. He should have had, oh yes, 8. Okay, cool. He should have had more control over it. You know, and if it wasn't done, then they shouldn't have done it. My favorite character was Littlefinger. I thought his arc was really good overall. The actor for that was incredible. The actor for that was absolutely incredible as well, which, like, helps. Yeah, Quantum Break's own. God, he was good in that too. Honestly, he was good in that. I told you not to trust me. Everybody else is like, what could he possibly want? He was like, yeah. Yeah. Never seen Game of Thrones. There's too much hype everywhere I went. It's all I heard. I saw. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I can understand that. I can absolutely understand that. What's really funny to me, Hero, though, is when you finally engage with something like that. Like, I started reading Demon Slayer. I started reading the Demon Slayer manga. And I was like, this is fine, but... You know, maybe the anime's better, but I'm, you know... Okay, like, it's fine. So I totally get something being so hyped and so everywhere and everything and all that everyone's talking about. You're just like, no, thank you. Cause I'm that way. I'm also that way where you're just like, I don't wanna, you know, especially if it's something you don't immediately engage with. You know, I'd already read the books. I think I was on the 3rd book by the time they even announced the show. Just because it popped up and I was like, all right, I'll read this. And they announced the show and I was like, all right, well, I'll finish this. Oh, if I cast Hastia. Ah, I see. That's the difference. Okay. And I think I watched the first 2 seasons. Forbidden Dance. Hell yeah. They added sexual violence with Littlefinger. Yes. Oh, they added it like to everybody. It was terrible. My house was one of the only ones among friends at HBO. Did weekly TV party. My friends all pile in. It was like a whole event. So we talk about it and stuff. Yeah. That's also part of why I think so many people loved Game of Thrones. It was that show. It was that show. You know, where you know, people got together, people watched it, people talked about it. And it was a social event. Same thing with WandaVision. I'm sure it's great. Everyone's overhyping it. Also, spoilers everywhere. I think WandaVision was like a solid B-. Honestly. And I'm a person that likes comic books. I like comic book movies. You know, I enjoy them. I think part of the fandom with part of the fandom. Part of the problem with anime fandom is all some people do is hype up this next thing that's coming, and then it comes out and they're like, that was bad, and then they just move right on to the next thing. You know, like I've enjoyed them. This went from a fright to a slaughter. Yeah, like, hey, what if I put most of the enemies in some version of slow or sleep or toad or confuse? Oh, hey, the fight's done. That was my worry with Demon Slayer as well. You enjoyed it overall, but 4 episodes in, Master Friend, does this pick up? I'm struggling. It for me, it just seems like a shonen anime, which is fine. But like, I feel like with shonen anime, everyone that comes out is the new greatest anime that's ever existed, which is toxic for like a lot of reasons. It took you 40 minutes to do a pre. Haven't watched it. I'm not sure I'm going to. You like Vision, the character. I feel I'm oversaturated with MCU. Just can keep Mandalorian in my heart and never let anything else in. So everybody is like, are we getting too much Marvel stuff? And I'm like, yeah, probably. And I feel like anybody who knew anything, how do I want to phrase this? It's Disney, so I am not surprised at all that we got to the point where we are getting far too much or we're getting it at all times. Like Marvel realized the cash cow that they had available to them, and they're like, we are going to milk this fucking thing dry so goddamn hard. Like, easy. This is so much easy money for Disney. And now that they have Fox, they have all of these other things. Like, so I am not surprised at all. I am not surprised whatsoever. Favorites Captain America Chris Evans. I understand he's not doing that anymore, so I think I'm okay to put it down. That's a thing. That particular part of it, Lemon, is something I've been thinking about since the third Iron Man movie. That's something I have been considering since the third Iron Man movie, is since the first time Robert Downey Jr. said he didn't want to be Iron Man anymore. Which I think was actually Iron Man 2, and then they convinced him to do Iron Man 3. Is like, eventually Disney is going to have to broach the subject of someone else being Iron Man. It's just gonna happen. can't believe people bought into Disney's experiment with a dragon movie. What dragon movie? I don't know. What are we talking about? The Raza and the Last Dragon, the new one? It's at least good for people who are into those things. I like comic book stuff, so I enjoy the movies, and then I also don't hang any of my personal identity on liking comic book movies. You know, that's, hey everybody at home, hey, why has Matt been doing, less Pokemon content lately? That's because the Pokemon community is incredibly toxic for an incredible amount of reasons. That's 350 goddamn damage, holy cow. And hi Kira, I love you. The Pokemon community is incredibly toxic, and I don't know how much more I want to engage in that community, so we're gonna do other things. Brutal. It's on Disney Plus Premier Access, $30 at the top of your subscription, so you can watch it before everyone else. Yeah, they did that with Mulan, and it worked great, so of course. Yeah, they did that with Mulan. Yeah, I absolutely, again, they did that with Mulan, and everybody bought it, and I was like, yeah, there you go. That's the new thing. I've heard that about a few community streamers I used to watch drop Smash Bros because of community toxicity. Yeah. Ever since the shift from what I'll call like stage 2 of social networks, like when we shifted to, and I'm not saying that it was better before, but it's more tightly cycled now of Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Discords, where people can form these tight toxic communities just around being toxic, right? You have YouTubers whose whole identity is being toxic. Then it's like then it's over, you know, like you're done, and you can't get that back. You know, it takes an incredible amount of effort by a large amount of people to get that back, and I just don't think that it's going to happen in the Pokemon community. In all honesty, you know, there are people in the Pokemon community that are not this way, and I respect and love those people very much. And there's a far larger number of people in the Pokemon community that are that way, and I have zero interest in engaging with them. And I'm also interested in more than just Pokemon. Just as a person, you know? I just can't believe people bought into it. Why? Because it's Disney. Like, it's Disney. People stan Disney. And I never use the word stan, but stan is the most applicable way to describe what is happening. Do you know what I mean? Pokemon community is extremely toxic. Got at the point. Yeah. Oh yeah, and when that would happen, Poke, I would go in there and I would block and report an incredible amount of people. And it's great because now I don't see those people ever.
Hobby. So fancy.
Hi, Meg. Disney's very good at marketing. Disney's very good at marketing. Disney's been marketing for years. People have the money, they want to see something new. I don't see the problem if they want to pay $30. Anybody probably pay that much to go to cinema and see the movie anyway. Oh, I don't care if people want to spend $30. I also, like, here are two statements that can coexist. I think it's stupid to pay $30 to see a movie on top of the subscription fee you already pay to see Disney stuff. Second sentence, people can spend their money how they want. Like, you can spend your money how you want. I also can think spending it this way is incredibly stupid and would not do so myself. Like, there's any number of ways that people spend their money that are damaging or harmful or wasteful. And there's a lot of ways that are worse. So, like, Disney saw an opportunity to make more money on top of the money they were making, and they did it. And people did it. That's the problem, right? That's how it works. Disney does a thing, people buy it. It's just, there's no... You meant making a disingenuous... oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Mulan had a bunch of problems other than that. Mulan had a bunch of problems other than that. 100%. There's a lot of bad ways to spend money. That movie... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it also didn't seem like a good movie. There's, hey, you know, hey everybody, hi, here we go. Hi everybody, mattcaulder here, letting you know if you want to see a movie with Asian people in it, doing cool kung fu stuff, there's an entire country of people making movies with Asian people in it. It's called China, it's called Japan, Thailand. Making movies. Like, if you want to expand out and see some brown people, India's been making movies. Fucking all kinds of movies. It's crazy. Go watch movies that aren't only in English, please. Like a couple that aren't just anime. Go watch some like K-dramas. Go watch some wuxia shows or movies. Like, go watch some Bollywood movies. Go, like, just take that one extra step. I'm begging you. Take that one extra step outside of Western culture. See what's there. Experience something new. Don't let the only way you experience, oh my God, especially now, please don't let the only way you experience Asian culture be through a filter of Disney and anime. Go, I mean, anime's closer. Go see the culture, see these people's culture presented the way that they present it, right? See the way that they present themselves to themselves. You know, like, there's a reason so many people are mad that Parasite is getting an English version, because that completely waters down, like, the soul of the movie. I actually haven't seen Parasite yet. I should watch it. Like, just take that step. And this isn't me adding anybody. This isn't me speaking to anybody specific, but just take the effort, please. The soul of them. All right. Bye, everybody. Stream's over. Running stream. The NRA is having to do bankruptcy shenanigans. Yes, that is good. Korean Odyssey, The Untamed Handsome Siblings. Oh, I watched like 3 episodes of Handsome Siblings. It was good. Handsome Siblings was very good. I have a friend. I have a friend that will scream at you about Handsome Siblings. I'm literally screaming. Why? Because I'm ending stream. Because your joke was so bad. I want to watch wuxia reimaginings of various Western movies. What if they redid Avengers, but it was just wuxia? I think that'd be kind of neat. And like, it might be bad, but I just want to see what they do. I just want to see it. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. Is every time there's a movie that gets hot in the West, they should reimagine it for Asian audiences the way we do. I would love to see. They're like, yeah, it's Kung Fu James Bond, but he's Asian and it's Kung Fu. He's James Bond. Just don't even change it. Like, I think changing it is weird. Shang-Chi comes out this year. So you aren't burnt out, go watch that, I guess, as long as Disney doesn't screw it up. Shang-Chi's the world's greatest martial artist in Marvel. So if you like martial arts movies, there you go. Fun fact, Shang-Chi is going to star the brother from Kim's Convenience. So if you really liked Kim's Convenience, there you go. It's gonna star Jung. So if you really liked Kim's Convenience, there's that. One of my favorite genres of music is pop song made into reggae remixes. That's so specific, but I love it. I been on MCU about 5 minutes in. So I think, or 5 movies, excuse me. I think ultimately the problem with the MCU is number one, the fans, honestly. The number one problem with the MCU is the fans. Like I don't know who decided, and I say this as a person that did this. I don't know who decided that you have to see every single movie to understand what's happening. That's bad. That's bad movie making. Like, legitimately. Like, if all you want to do is watch the Avengers movies, you just watch the Avengers movies. If all you want to do is watch the Captain America movies, just watch the Captain America movies. That's fine. If you're like, you know who I like? Hawkeye. Sure. He's got a show coming out. You know, why not? Have a good time. I'm amazed how much people love Canadian TV. Every so often. Every so often. Oh, I hear people talk about Schitt's Creek all the time. I actually have not yet watched Schitt's Creek. I've heard it's good, though. I've heard it's very good. Kim's Convenience is great, Lemon. I heartily, easily recommend Kim's Convenience to everyone. It's on Netflix. They just canceled it, which is a bummer, but it's on Netflix, so. Guardians of the Galaxy and Loki, guess what? Both have content coming out. Yeah. Watched a cooking stream. The host was wearing an apron that had a quote on it from Schitt's Creek, and I was like, huh? Yeah, I know it from memes. You're a fan of Trailer Park Boys? I have not seen that. That's probably one of those things that, like, I saw and was just immediately turned off by it. Do you know? Where I was just like, oh, okay, I don't care. Disney Plus Christmas, you got Mom to watch some MCU stuff. She was easily able to follow Infinity War and Endgame, despite only seeing a few movies prior. I'm just, like, I think it's wild that, like, so many people, and by so many people, I mean, like, media and influencers are like, here's the, you want to watch, you want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, here's the things you gotta watch. And it's like, no, just watch, it's fine. That's why so many people liked Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why so many people liked Guardians of the Galaxy. Because you could just walk in the room, you could watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was it. That was all you had to see. I say this as a person that reads a lot of comics and spends a lot of time reading extra things on those movies and, like, theorized about WandaVision. Oh. Oh. So Wario64 reports EA Play is coming to PC for Game Pass owners. Holy cow. Sure, makes sense. Yeah, it's interesting that they aren't rolling that into... I mean, I guess it makes sense that it has to be separate just because of how it works on PC. Like, it's weird that they aren't just rolling that into the Game Pass launcher. But I guess since they have that launcher already, they're like, yeah, just make it available here. So, sure. Listen, I'm excited I can play Squadrons. I've heard really good stuff about Star Wars Squadrons, so. They are really spoiling us with Game Pass lately. It's enjoyable. It's time for Titanfall 2. Sure, I'll replay Titanfall 2. Why not? I think I've had it on Steam for forever. Down for the PvP on Titanfall 2. I never did any PvP. Oh yeah, 2 more days. Yeah. Zuma? The puzzle game? Where the frog shoots the balls? Are you just looking at weird games on EA Play? Yeah, that's what he's doing. I'm not gonna spend my points on Dante's Inferno, don't worry. Unraveled. Oh, hey, as a note for that, Brian and I have been thinking about co-op things. We were talking about it just the other day. So if you're interested in the concept of us doing co-op, you know, hold tight. Mass Effect Andromeda lol. Oh man, Mass Effect Legendary is definitely not going to come to EA Play. Oh, it's definitely not going to come to EA Play, right? Because God, I'd play that. And also, Brian, I'd have to play the other Mass Effect games first, technically. I guess not, because it's its own game. It's its own game. It's in the same universe, but it's a standalone story. It'll show up on EA Play in a year or so. I mean, I still don't know if I'll bother with that. I'm interested to see when it comes out. If it's more than just, you know, this with some nice mods. Do you know what I mean? So I'm waiting to see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Helix redeeming an ad. All right. I'll see y'all on the other side of the ad. Thank you, Helix, for redeeming that ad. They already said Emmy multiplayer. Why even care about it? You know, if multiplayer was in it, I'd be more excited. Which is weird because the multiplayer is still around. You can still play it. You know, so I'm not sure what their, you know, I'm not sure what their logistics is. Imagine, you know why Emmy multiplayer isn't in it probably is because they're working on the new Mass Effect and they don't want you to be playing the old Mass Effect multiplayer when you could be getting hankering for the new one. Dungeon Keeper, sort of early EA's franchises. It's really good. Not a cash grab like Martin EA. I love that EA is the thing that everyone comes back to for a cash grabby publisher when Activision Blizzard is so incredibly worse. It makes me laugh that EA is the one that everybody comes like. Activision Blizzard is so much worse and so much damaging. They just laid off 150 people and gave them $200 in BattleNet credit. Like, here you go, in addition to 6 months severance and a year of health benefits. But like, someone looked at that severance package and went, what if we gave them $200 in BNet credit? That'll really soften the blow. Matt gets fired from Twitch. They give him 10,000 bits to get out. Right. They give me 10,000 bits to distribute. Not 10,000 bits to myself. 10,000 bits in my account. Like, you can give other people 10,000 bits. Like, cool, good, thanks. I'm gonna go get 10 people's really cool 1,000-bit emotes. Thanks. Thanks, Twitch. So disillusions with corporations and companies as employers. Hey, capitalism, baby. Capitalism sucks. Welcome to the resistance. If I can manage it, which I'm privileged enough to try, I'm going to try to not ever... That got jumbled near the end, but I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And yeah, I would love that. I would love that. It's jumbled because you're mad? No, you're fine. You're good. You're good. I love you. I understand what you're saying. At least they actually make a game without loot boxes and or microtransactions without help from another dev team. No, not at all. Everything you just said was wrong. I just need you to know that. Everything you just said was wrong. I appreciate the heck out of you, Poke, but that's... No. That's the entire... The second half of that sentence describes the Call of Duty series since Modern Warfare 2. Like, exactly. Like, that is exactly how I would describe the Call of Duty series since Modern Warfare 2. Full of microtransactions, full of loot boxes, and so much so that they wanted to keep to the yearly release schedule so badly that they have another company make the other one. Like, did you hear about how BuzzFeed bought HuffPost and opened a Canadian office, then immediately shut it down, coincidentally right before they were going to unionize? Oh yeah, shocker. Yeah, that was surprising. Like, oh, they're gonna unionize? They made a game without loot box. Yeah, Fallen Order. They made a game that doesn't have loot boxes or microtransactions, but feels like it did. That game sure as heck feels like it had microtransactions at some point. Man, do you know what movement, like, skill I would love? Like a swap. Because I would love to just, like, swap folk in there in the middle and then just, like, that'd be rad. Just companies open Canadian offices, make profit off a lower value currency and lower health insurance costs. The moment it's jeopardized with unions, they're like, oh, never mind. Why do you think there's so many game devs in Canada? Pubs, thank you for the posture reminder. I actually need that. Oh. How you doing this morning, Pups, by the way? We were talking about stuff and I didn't really respond to your message. I'm sorry. How are you doing? Brian, thank you for the shout out for Pups. Definitely go follow Pups if you aren't already. I don't know how you aren't already. Like, I don't understand how you aren't already. I think I raid Pups like once a week. She's here all the time. I talk her up all the time. So. Keeping an eye on Weather Channel things. Ooh, what's going on with the weather? What's going on? What's going on in Weathersville? I just want an Xbox. Is that so hard? Tornadoes? Uh-oh. Tornadoes are bad. Definitely keep an eye on tornadoes. So I've been struggling since launch. I feel you. Yeah, I'm not saying that you know, and I'm not saying that like I'm struggling particularly hard. Like it's ridiculous to me, as both an observer and now a participant, that this is still happening. Most of the South, not sure about Florida though. Oh wait, hang on. Turns out a global pandemic and centralized production of key components really bothers our ability to participate in capitalism. Oh, it's not even that. Like, that is definitely a factor, but it's all fucking shitty scalpers. Like, that is definitely the case, but I bet you if, you know, combine that with the fact that all of the things have to be online. Okay, yeah, not here. I'm looking at weather stuff now, but no, not here. Like, almost specifically not here. At least Biden's talking about wanting to fix it. I mean, that motherfucker's got other things on his plate that he needs to focus on. You know, like all the other things he said he was gonna do. Hey Joe, I know I'm talking about getting an Xbox, but can you get those kids out of cages, please? I can wait on an Xbox. I can wait on the Xbox. You get those kids out of cages. That'd be great. You could reunite those kids with their families and like house them somewhere. That'd be great. Made peace with the fact I won't own a PS5 for the foreseeable future. PS5 seems like worse. PS5 seems worse than the Xbox, and I don't know what makes it worse, but I feel like the PS5 is having more of a struggle. Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. Senpops just invited me to a Mega Manectric raid, and it's like, yeah, I'll do one. I'll do one. Sure, why not? It's me taking a swing, getting really zen on if I can buy one or not. Yeah. Well, and now hopefully it'll be easier considering you got, you know, you can just buy it outright. So hopefully it'll be, you know, you can make that happen. I feel bougie with my PS5 and 3070. I hope I don't get eaten anytime soon. Oh my god, I need like... Now you are the recipe? Oh my god. Oh no. Don't sleep on that Mega #1 electric GPSs in a shadow. That's good to know. I was telling Aaron the other day, I was like, I don't know what's good anymore. I have really fallen off of paying attention to, oh, whoop. Okay, cool. To raid DPS. Sorry, I left for the word the other day. You taking freely of it. Oh no, hey, no worries, Sauce. It happens. It happens. Don't even stress. Don't even stress. You know what I mean? Life happens, and you gotta, you know, you gotta go take care of that. Have things been? Things are good. Things are good. Currently lamenting my ability to buy an Xbox, which is, you know, unable. But, you know. Do boo 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 do boo. Why Xbox? Because it's the only one. It's the console made by the company that respects that people have owned a game prior to that console. I actually think that nailed it. I opened Twitter and people are rightfully big mad about the Atlanta shooting. Yeah, fair. Right. Yeah, rightfully so. Phil, you play the older games? Yes, you can play a ton of backwards compatible games and a bunch of digital games. A bunch of old digital games as well. Like if you put a bunch of money into the previous systems, they go, oh yeah, you can use that. That's great. Someone DPS, Leggy Thunders 2, Zekroms 3. Argue Zekrom's still the one you want because it lives longer than the other two. It won't be as fast. You'll get, yeah. The livelihood is great. Too bad we could have not fed the... Oh, That's what fucking... I guess not cracked me up the other day, but, like, Trump's press release was like he went out of his way to call it the Chinese flu in that. And I was just like, yeah, there you go. Hey, just in case you forgot. Just in case you forgot, this dude's a fucking gross ass racist. And what I'm seeing a lot of people are upset about, and you know, fairly so, as you said, is the police are like, oh, we're not sure if it's racially motivated. Can't wait to see how long are people questioning me wearing a mask after I get vaccinated. I mean, are 100% of people in and around you vaccinated? They're also not sure if that... We're not sure if it's racially motivated. And also, this thing that I'm saying here. Now's the time you're trying to say allegedly and follow actually policing. Right, oh, right. Oh, now it's allegedly. Okay. Now it's allegedly. It's the thing that I've had a problem with for a very long time, of them saying allegedly when it's like, when it's I remember like the one that finally broke it for me was they had a standoff with a guy inside a healthcare facility, and he was there to kill all the murderers. You know, it was an abortion clinic, and he was there to you know, kill a bunch of people. And they had a standoff with him, and they took him out, and they were like, yeah, this man allegedly, blah, blah. And I was like, you can't say allegedly. You took him out of the place. Like, you can't say allegedly. And I put that on my Facebook, and someone was like, well, innocent until proven guilty. And I'm like, no, he's guilty. He's guilty. Like, if there's anyone in the world that we can say with 100% certainty is guilty, it's that person. If I look up what... Oh, yeah. Yes. He looks exactly like how you think he looks. He looks exactly like how you think he does. Welcome back, Sparkle. Like, it's just... It's astounding, and continues to be astounding, because no one like, hey Matt, why do you continue to say all cops are bastards? There has to be some good cops, right? No, there aren't, because this continues to happen. Do you know how I know all cops are bastards? Because every time this happens, there's not a shit ton of people that immediately quit working for the police. That's how I know. You still post about politics of it? Oh, this was like 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago, Helix. I barely use Facebook at this point anymore. I barely even use Facebook. bunch of my friends shitpost on Facebook. I enjoy seeing those in my day. You know what? I have a bunch of friends who shitpost on Facebook too. Also, if I go to Facebook, I end up fucking doom scrolling and reading a bunch of shit that I don't want to read. Just by the proximity of Facebook. So it holds very little for me these days, which is bad. I probably could go in and curate my experience a bit more and, remove people or remove groups or whatever. And also, it's not very much worth the effort. It doesn't seem worth the effort to me to curate a platform that I don't want to continue to be on in the first place. So that's why I look at Twitter less these days. Twitter's easier to curate, but yes, I'm trying to use Twitter less. I'm trying to use Twitter less. The problem is I have a fucking social media addiction, and I'm working on it. Hey Matt, can I pitch a suggestion? You already suggested Zuma, Brian, so I don't... Anytime when I look at social media play a Squaresoft game, it's just... You have a being cute addiction. It's a curse how much to live with. That's true. That's fair. And there's no cure for that too, so you're stuck. Mass exhaustion over Brian's suggestion is exactly comedy duo era. Matt, can I make a suggestion? I already returned the dog suit, so I don't... Alas. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested in Matt and Brian co-op action, stay tuned. Yeah, the Dungeon Village 2 sounds really good. Dungeon Village 2 sounds really good. Yeah, we had a chat about it the other day. We had a chat about it the other day. You guys have subscribed to OnlyFans to access that content. Hey, guess what? There's a platform that lets me give people early access to content. Maybe that's a part of it. Maybe that's a part of it. We'll see. Did I miss the drawing? No, because I forgot. Oh my god, I can't. I've been so bad about drawings lately. Good lord. I've been so bad about them lately. Cripes. Alright, let me finish this stage and then I'll do both of them. It's okay, I almost forgot. So here's the problem, and I need to find a solution to this. So now that I have Stream Elements set up, it's the Stream Elements alert feed over there, not the one that's built in that shows Twitch. Hang on, is there a way I can add in Twitch activity feed? Here we go. And then, oh, here we go. Reward requests. Aha. Okay. Okay. No. No, I don't have the other one. That's probably fine. We were inundating Matt with nonsense for hours. Very true. Did I see your dust off? Yep, I did. I did, Sparkle. It was pretty good. You know, it was better than I probably could have done. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad about the drawings these days. I'm really sorry. Okay, drawing. This is bad. Hang on. This is not what I want. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. And then give me a browser source. Someone shared a video, Disney princess dress tsunami cakes. It looks delicious and also a fucking mess. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, let's get this a little smaller. Hello, we're here. And then let's add. Oh, we gotta do Stream Raiders. I don't know why I turned into a hillbilly on that. We gotta do Stream Raiders. We got raiding. Southern Matt. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. These here Stream Raiders. These here Stream Raiders ain't going to raid themselves. Gotta get the raiders for the streams. Jesus, gross. Do I have a quest to place? Almost always a quest. Place 3 busters. Oh, busters suck though. I'm gonna skip past that one. Just get that finished. 50 event tokens. That's a lot of event tokens, my dude. Ugh. I don't like that they introduced the quest so late to the end. Okay. Ugh. Doubles are done, my bad. No, why didn't doubles go through the end of the season? Why would they? Y'all, you're screwing me out of more books. And I don't mean y'all, I mean the people. Okay. Sora wanted me to draw Ice Cube. Lugo wanted me to draw Pikachu Libre. Okay. All right. Pikachu is like this. Yup. And then Foots. Foot. Uh-huh. Tail. Tail. Heart tail. Because it's canonically a heart tail. It didn't unmute the game music, which makes sense. Pikachu head with ears. That doesn't help. Okay, so I have to keep in mind the details that make this Pikachu Libre, which I know is a mask. Right, so we got the eye. What era of wrestling is this Pikachu from? Pikachu's got the juice. Its ears are outside of the mask. So we got that. That's easy peasy. And then what? It's got like its mouth here. Pika. Oh boy. Did I see your question? No, Sparkle, I missed it. He's got like a slinglet. That's where the arms come out. Just whatever. I'm gonna redraw that just because that was like so atrocious. Like, that's also atrocious, but I feel better about it overall. It's just Pokemon you should draw from memory. Wobbuffet. You want the a Decidueye cry. Gotcha. I feel like there's more details on the slinglet. You know what? We're gonna give... Does it surprise anybody else with how long it's been in the game and I don't have a Pikachu Libre? There you go. There you go. Pikachu Libre. Ooh, I think it has a belt. I don't know. I gave it one. I think it has one. That's what matters. Oh, wow. Its outfit is very different than I think. Why is there porny Pikachu Libre. Like, please tell me I misheard what you just said. You know you didn't. Did you say horny or porny? I said porny, but like either or. Like it doesn't change. I don't know why I understand why it exists, because the internet, but also like it was on the first page. Like, God, give me one page. Give me 1 page break. Do you know what I mean? Give me 1 page. What did I search for? Oh, I searched for Shiny Pheromosa the other night because I couldn't get a good screenshot. So I had to get Shiny Pheromosa. People are way too horny about Pheromosa. Like, jeez. And it was the same. It was like immediate. I was like, God, y'all, like, let me get through 1 page of results. Google should put a switch that restricts all horny results to page 2+. You know, because if I'm looking for an image, I will probably get it in the first page. Especially if I know that like the horny breaks out on page 2. I will get what I need on the first page. Like I you know, I will take what I can get. Is this exactly what I want? No, but I'm not trying harder. You know? What? Oh, come on. Safer search, it's saying ping over here. Yeah, Ice Cube. Dunzo. I'm gonna, you know, oh man, I'm regretting doing this. I'm searching Ice Cube on Google. Okay, good, thank you. It's not horny. There's a plush that's really cute. Okay. No. Good. You posted a penguin that made me laugh at 6 a.m. and ran. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't. Oh, I forgot I have to remove the emulator from the. Hang on. Okay. That's really good. I forgot I had to get rid of I had to get rid of again, what's it called? The PSP emulator from the Discord thing. Staying alive? Oh my god. All right, level 8 Geomancer. Thank God. And we're gonna master it. Just look at that. It's done. Oh, it's over. I can rest easy. All right, level 8 Ninja, level 8 Dragoon. I'm gonna back up. You have to PM me about that? About what? The pirate job? I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. So we are closer. We are closer to Ramza being a Dark Knight. Oh, do I have equipped shields? That'd be great, actually. I do. Do I have any of the secret characters yet? No. I don't think I can. Don't get rid of concentrate. Does it help with magic? Thought it very specifically says attacks, like physical attacks. Makes attacks unblockable. If the enemy is in a target attack. Oh! Oh, yeah. Okay, word. Okay. I thought it was like... I thought it explicitly said physical attacks. But then it's saying if a tile is targeted. That's why Concentrate comes from a magic class. It comes from Geomancer, I thought. You know, the class where you also hit him with a big fucking mace. Or axe. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. You know what's fun? Sometimes you just... Contrary comes from Archer, regardless, it still works with spells. Oh, okay. That's fair. Oh, shoot. Never miss a revive. Alright. Hey. Everybody that has a Switch alert. Helix just lurked. Helix, come back from lurk. Alert for everyone that has a Switch. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle is on sale again on the eShop. It is $10 for the regular edition and $13.59 for the gold edition. I highly recommend this game. I highly recommend you get the gold edition. It is Mario XCOM. It is well worth your time. It is well worth your money. So, go check that out. I'll answer any questions people have about that game, but like big recommend. Big recommends. Big easy recommends. Them carrying seems to actually work out well for me. I had to grocery store pick up some stuff. You do your baking homework this week. Oh, snap. Probably won't be back before stream is over. No, because I'm gonna be finishing here in just a little bit. But I hope that goes well, Lemon. Hope that goes well. Good luck on your homework. Which is baking, which is weird. That'll get him. Oh, and I targeted the unit. Great. Great. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh. He tricked me. well then. Oh, I picked a unit again, didn't I? Oh, rad. Both of them got affected by stop. Okay. So we're... So today I'm going to try... today I'm going to test a new recording setup thing. And then kind of based on how that goes... I'll probably do more of that in the future. So, I'm being vague because I'm not exactly sure what my plans for it are. So obviously I'm going to test it first. You know, do it practically, see how it goes, and then commit to something. So we'll do a little test today. And my my Xbox headset should be showing up tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. All right, I'm gonna take a really quick potty break. Oh, okay. All right. So I think that gave... It ROMs at a 2. I'm gonna need a lot of points. Oof. Oof. Oofa doofas. Fly seems fucking really cool. You got lunch? Ooh, nice. No, where am I going? What am I doing? Fly is goofy, but also good. Yeah, it's... Leftover hot dogs and mac and cheese. That sounds pretty solid. This is probably the best place for me to grind. Like, I keep feeling like there might be a better one. Move 2 tiles, fly over the person you're trying to steal from. Gosh, the game loves giving me opposing time mages, doesn't it? Oh. Stream Raiders time. Stream Raiders time. Isaac, I really like that. I really like. There's a Templar skin. I really like that skin. It's very good. Oh, and we got this one. Shoot. All right, you start at this corner because this corner has 2. So. I haven't tried Last Waltz yet, which just ruins all their CTs, so. You do that, then it becomes our turn. And what if it was just my turn? And they're like, well, do I get a turn? No. Hell yeah, get him. Blah! Mana shield. Mana shield, that was a good choice. Now they don't have any mana. Yeah, I just killed all their mana. That's the thing, they're alive. I don't feel like that's the one they wanted to be. To miss it with Osmos, eat someone else's mana. Does that still not cost mana? Yeah, there you go. Cool. Good turn. Splat! Diabolical Sabotage. Thank you to everybody checking out the new YouTube videos. I appreciate that. We're, you know, it's slowly building up. It's slowly building up. We're laying a lot of groundwork right now, you know? I need to figure out a template for my Let's Plays. That's the next step. Yo, Helix, welcome back. Helix, did you hear about the must-buy Switch game that's on sale? Well, I say must-buy. You, I don't know. You like it if you like it. You haven't? Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is on sale. And it is a very good deal for a very good game. Got into Mario as much as you used to be. That's fair. It's a pretty solid tactical shooter, but I can see that. Start getting these. Whap. Bop. I was like, wait, who am I controlling right now? Battles are taking a long time, but I'm very specifically grinding for JP, so... And I gotta wait for these other enemies to crystal to try to give Ramza some more crystals, so... Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Sure. That's just a lot of JP saved. Like, that's just... That's probably just 300-400 JP. Oh. I figured that person had a lot of good abilities because they had mana shield. Is this gonna be a thing where, like, I'm gonna regret not hitting you when I have the chance and someone's gonna die and it's gonna throw everything off? Like... Okay. Yeesh. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh, this is gonna take forever. This is gonna take a million years. This is gonna take so long. Oh my god. Boop, 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 boop. All right. I can't think of any better way to do what I'm doing right now, you know? I can't think of any better way to grind for JP. Wobbuffet's in the Discord. Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, that's pretty. That's good. That's very good. That's very good. You did a good job with that, Sparkle. I tricked him last time. That misses so much. Oh, I can't reach it. Well, if only I could adjust my movement slightly. I don't think you having wing boots is helping as much as I want it to be. I'm gonna switch you to like a power glove. Forbidden Dance is just too good to do anything else, like honestly. Like that was the first one I got and I was like, this seems very strong, and it was. There's not any major terrain issues here. I don't think float is necessary. There's no yeah. Like I don't think anything is hurting him. You know, like I don't think he's at a severe detriment by not or by having them, but it's like I could probably give you something that would give you a little boost here. Just like I could probably I probably don't have as much magic up gear on Ramza right now as I could. So that would be more helpful. How's Casper doing? He is currently sleeping in the other room with Aaron, but he's doing well overall. He's doing well overall. We swapped the little like pheromone glade plugin thing, and he seemed to settle back down. So I guess we just have to really pay attention to that. So he still hits for more than their max HP. Could always hit for more. But no, he's doing good. Glad to hear he's doing okay. Yeah, I think I think with the pheromones, like, it's just helping him take the edge off and relax. And I think kind of what frustrates me is that him needing those means that he's not happy. So it's, you know, and I know, like, he's happy because he comes in, he sits with us, like, you know, he came in to me this morning when he woke up, and, you know, he laid on my chest and he got a bunch of pets, and he's very cute and he wants to be around us. You know, it's not like he's hiding or anything like this, and, like, you know, the pheromones make him stupid and he's like, oh, I guess I'm okay, you know. It's just when he's when the pheromones ran out, like, he just seemed really stressed and really pacey. You know, and, like, he couldn't settle, and so I'm wondering what the underlying issue for that is. You know, I wonder what the stressor is that the pheromones are alleviating. But he's a cat and can't tell me. So yeah. Who? Hey, why isn't the stage? Oh, this guy here. Oh, I was like, hey, why isn't the stage over? I forgot about this guy. Oh, and we bought him a big scratch pad and he hasn't used it, and I'm kind of mad at him. We got him a big scratch pad. It's like a scratch tower. It's like, you know, we were at Target and we were getting something, and there was this big scratch pad, and it's like like a pump like this, right? And it's the scratching material all the way. And I was like, I was like, I bet you he'll love this because he can reach up and do scratchies. I'm like, I bet you anything he'll love this. He hasn't looked at it once. And I'm like, homie, that thing was $20. Like, oh, I forgot I wanted to check all their gear. Let's just, you know, it's not an incredible amount of money. It's not an incredible amount of money. But it's enough money that I'm like, you can't not look at this. You know? Like please. Yeah, instead of the headband, what if you had this wizard's hat? Instead of this brigadine, what if you had this wizard's robe? Hell yeah. Your magic attack just went to 17, dog. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to go with the Mage's Cloak, which is +1 magic, and then 18 evades. The evades on that are so good. It's hard not to give those to literally everyone. hard not to give those to literally everyone on the team. Especially spellcasters. Especially spellcasters. Do, 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 do. Your friend who brought one of those big crowd towers and no interest. Oh my, and it's like I said, it's just enough to be like, can you please pay attention? Can you? And like we got him a scratch like lounger thing, and he took to that right away. We got him a second one. He took to that right away. I'm like, okay. Aaron's desk has a thing that it's like a fabric scratch, and it velcros on. He took to that right away. He understands how to use these things. So we got him the tower, and then he's just like, I don't know about that one. And you're like, this was the big one. This was the one because I knew you liked them. But it's fine. If after a bit he doesn't like it, we do have a time where we're going to have to board him. So if he hasn't played with it by then, which boy, let me tell you, I'm really looking forward to that whole situation that we have to board him for. If he hasn't touched it by then, we'll just donate it to the vets. You know, we'll just here. This is yours. This is yours now. You know, this is, and what's funny is you'd think he'd be a little monster at the vets. When we took him a while ago, they were like, he's incredibly behaved. He was incredibly well behaved for them, which is good. I don't have to worry about him being a pest. Are you kidding me? Okay, everyone there get like stopped or immobilized so I can just Thundara you. Come on. Poison. Toaded. Missed. Oh, it's a blue toad. Ooh. Just let me Thundara. Just gonna pick off the stragglers. Just gonna pick off the stragglers. Yes! Black! Oh, 253 because he was toaded. Oh, see now I wait. And that's 3 crystals. 3 crystals! That's big when you're saying I need 20. You know what I mean? Do, 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 do. Like, I wonder, I feel like I probably got 10 today. So I tried to make sure I was getting crystals in battles. Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. All right, cool. We can sneak one more Stream Raiders in before the end of stream. Rad. We're gonna drop a haste on this group right here. Oh my god. My rogue is just going for it. Come on, rogue. Come on, rogue. Flip that tower. There you go. Now get that enemy. Nice. Good win. Good win. Solid win. Oh, okay. Hey, Brian. Here's a level for you, bud. Let me drop an Orc Slayer so that we can fight the, Okay, you don't put rogues on the front line. Come on. Everybody knows this. Don't put rogues on the front line. Here, you have some of the goofiest Stream Raider skins. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I see. God, I love the distressed frog just like oof. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Yes. Yes. Oh, and we got a good chest too. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. All right. I think, yeah. I was like, I think we can time mage bop this thing, and we could. Hooray. I probably should have waited until it was Ramza and gotten just that extra little bit of JP, but I think we're good. But all right. That's stream for today. Thank you, as always, for hanging out. Let me just get here to save. Let me just get here to save. I'll be back tomorrow with more tactics. Looking forward to it. I've been having a good time. Yo, Bebop, what's going on? We are actually just finishing up. We are just finishing up. I'm sorry to say. You came in at just too late. Thank you, Helix, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you to everybody that was lurking. Thank you, everybody that was chatting. Thank you again to Dave for the resub. All that good stuff. Let's see. Who... Oh. You know, here's a thought. No, shush. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did I get Dark Knight? Not yet. We're making good progress, though. So, I think we have about half of the kills that we need, and we finished Dragoon and Geomancer, and we're getting close on other ones. We started working on Black Mage. But we're gonna go on a raid, as we always do. Okay, the person that I was thinking about raiding is still in their early start, so I don't want to drop a raid on them too early. You think so? Well, but then I wouldn't be there. That's bad. That's bad form. But okay. Here, let's hit. I think it's this command. No. There we go. There's all the rest of my socials. Drop me any follows there if you want to check it out. If you haven't yet, please consider clicking. It's on this side. That purple heart. Drop the follow in the stream. We're on the road to 2K. 2K follows. This is bananas. I can't believe it. It's absolutely incredible to me. But we're going to go raid the man, the myth, the legend, Ghost Weaver Nathan. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. Most of you already know him. He is currently hunting, what is that? Stunfisk. Stunfisk? Skunk Tank. Not Stunfisk. It's a different Pokemon. But, alright, I'm going to go have some lunch, and then I'm going to work on some secret projects, let's say. Thanks for streaming Tactics. Clacy, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see the rest of you tomorrow.